Hello, welcome back to day 2 of self-love and personal development challenge. Today I'll be sharing with you a quick tip on how to build self-confidence. Self-confidence begins the moment you realize what you were created to do in this world, who you are and who God says you are. And self-confidence also starts when you start, affirming God's words concerning your life, what you know it is true or possible concerning your life. You start building self-confidence the moment you realize that other people's opinion does not really affect your life. My confidence started the moment I realized who God is to me and what He has said concerning my life, and I started repeating God's word continuously to myself until I started to believe that they were true. So like they say, a closed mouth is a closed destiny, and the power of life and death is in your tongue. So what are you speaking concerning your life? What are you saying concerning your life? Have you allowed other people's opinion define your future? Have you allowed the words that other people have said to you define who you are or where you are going to be? Because I don't think anybody has the power to prophesy or say things into your life that will come to pass if you do not believe it or if you reject it. God knows the power of words. That is why when even it was recorded that when God was creating the world, He spoke. He said, "Let there be." So everything apart from we humans, of which He used His hands to mold, of which I'm not even sure if He used His hand to mold, but the Bible indicated that God used clay to mold man to look like His own image. So if you are the image and likeness of God, why would you allow somebody else makes you feel less of a person? Why would you give that power to another person to determine your life and your destiny when you can easily speak it and turn any situation around for your good? Today I'm sharing with you some affirmations that I have used to build self-love and self-confidence. The first affirmation will be, I am enough just as I am. You are enough just as you are. You don't need another person to compliment you. You are enough just as you are because God created you in His own likeness and image, and you are enough just as you are because you are beautiful, you are kind, you are talented, you are an inspiration to so many. So why not today? I want you to realize that today you don't have to prove anything to any other person or try to change yourself to please other people. I want you to realize the power that you have, that God created you in His own likeness and image. If He wanted you to become somebody else, He would have made you somebody else, but He made you. He made you in His own likeness and image, and that is the more reason for you to know and realize that you are enough. You are enough just as you are. And you don't need to be like any other person for your life to be complete. You are just enough the way you are. The second affirmation will be, I forgive myself and any other person who has hurt me. Holding on to unforgiveness does not do anybody harm. It does you harm. It makes you feel incomplete. It makes you feel miserable. It makes you feel like you are carrying a burden. Imagine carrying a stone, or you notice the burden that you are carrying, but you yourself know the burden you are carrying because of unforgiveness, because of what somebody else has done to you. And sometimes even the people that offended you do not even care. They don't even know that they've offended you. But here you are carrying a burden on your shoulder. It's something that you could have dropped for God to help you do. Because when you decide in your mind that you don't want to forgive somebody, you are initially telling God that you don't need His help to fight for you, because even God has said that vengeance is His. So if you want God to actually come into your situation and fight for you, you have to learn to forgive, learn to let it go, no matter what anybody has done to you. The easiest way to forgive someone who has hurt you deeply and you cannot forget or let it go is to start praying for them. Pray for them the things you want for yourself, because it is what you wish for another person that would come into your life. So if you are wishing something bad to happen to the other person, it might never happen because you are not in control of their life. But if you wish them good will also come to you. And I don't think anybody will offend you or do any bad thing to you if you are truly a child of God, and God would not come in and fight for you or defend you. So never the greatest sin that you can do for yourself, do to yourself, is to hold a grudge, carry somebody else's burden, carry a burden because somebody else has hurt you. I just realized that forgiving other people is easier than forgiving oneself for the mistakes that we have done. So, but I don't think anything you've done is a mistake, right? If you look at it, every fuck up, every mistake, every wrong turn that you have done in your life was actually a lesson that you need to learn. And like a teacher of mine said, that God will put challenges your way, and then if you don't learn from those challenges, if you don't learn from those mistakes, you will keep repeating them until you finally get it. And if you don't get it, you will be stuck. So everything that you have gone through in your life is actually a learning experience. So that is the more reason why you have to think and pray over yourself and not feel regret or bitter about the decisions that you have made, because they are actually a divine redirection for your future and to yourself. Okay. The third one will be I am worthy of self-love and respect. I am worthy of respect and love. Especially for people like us who grew up in families where we were not valued as kids, where we felt unloved, where people were not there for us as children. Growing up, we tend to become people's pleaser. We tend to do things. We feel like for me specifically, I felt like love was doing for another person. Love was me having to come last and then putting every other person's happiness above mine. Love was me sacrificing my own self for other people, being selfless. But that is not love. You only truly start, loving and appreciating other people when you do appreciate yourself, when you love yourself for who you are. Because if you don't love yourself, no matter the kind of love that somebody offers you or somebody gives you, you would never appreciate it and you would never receive it. So even if nobody else loves you, know that God loves you. Know that He created you in His own likeness and image, and know that He has called you by His name. And know that if you are open to receiving His help and you call Him into your situation, He's definitely there to always answer you. And the only way you can start loving yourself is by repeating these words to yourself. Keep repeating to yourself that you are loved and you deserve love and respect. When you start repeating these words continuously to yourself, and you would never, I trust me that you would never be in an environment where somebody does not respect you and where you don't feel, and an environment where you feel unloved. Another thing I do is, saying the Lord's Prayer. And this is something that I do every day, every time, every minute of my life. The Lord's Prayer encompasses everything. In primary school, we used to repeat it, Our Father who art in heaven. But then I didn't know the meaning until I started having life's crisis. Then one day I sat down and started reciting it. I'm like, oh, so this prayer also has powerful meaning. So this is how I say it to myself, because most of the time I am alone. So when I wake up in the morning, when I'm walking on the street, when I'm going to work and I feel and I'm feeling overwhelmed, I just say it, and this is how I say it. My Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Let your kingdom come. Let your will be done in my life as it is done in heaven. Father, give me this day my daily bread, and forgive me my trespasses as I forgive those who have sinned against me, and lead me not into temptation, but deliver me from every evil. Yes, because even God too can allow people to tempt you, just like He allowed the devil to tempt Job. And I also realized something about that prayer, which is our daily bread. Sometimes we worry ourselves so much. We worry about what we will eat, we worry about what we will wear, we worry about how other people are doing better than us. But what I have realized is, even when God was taking the children of Israelites out of Egypt, right, they got to a place where they didn't have food, they didn't have anything to eat, but God provided, and God provided daily manna. You see that the Lord's Prayer encompasses of everything that we're just talking about, because even God knows that we as humans, sin to ourselves. So Him Himself, He has decided to continuously forgive us if we ask Him. And you as a human being too does not have any right to not forgive another person that has hurt you, because at the end of the day, nobody is perfect. Another thing that I want to add is that forgiving somebody does not mean that you give them access back into your life, because some people intentionally, when they hurt you, they know what they are doing, but some people don't. That is why you have to set a standard for yourself, set boundaries, and know the extent of the things that you can accept and the things that you cannot accept when somebody does them to you. I want you to repeat these affirmations daily and watch your life transform into the person that you completely love. I hope you enjoyed day 2. Thank you for being here and have a wonderful day.